for today's video we're going to be doing like a mini little review, not like a yay or nay, just a normal kind of review. And we're going to be doing foundation. This is the Maybelline New York Dream Matte Mousse foundation, and I decided to review this because I had this stuffed away in my little drawer, and this is Maybelline Whipped Cream foundation, and it was just like a little sample thing that I ordered and was sent and stuff. Like, you can go online and get all these little free samples sent to you anyway, so not like sent to me, but I ordered it and was sent this, and I found it in my drawer and I was like, oh, I want to try a new foundation, let's see what it's like. And I really liked it, but when I searched for Maybelline Whipped Cream foundation, the only thing that came up is the matte mousse. So I bought this, and I don't know if it's the same. I had to buy two different shades. I got this about a week ago, I think, and I've used it a few times, and it's just like, yeah, it's a matte mousse. The consistency is really strange. Like, it literally feels like mousse, and it's like, I just can't help but like keep poking it. Let's just do like key points that I found. What does it say? Matte Perfection foundation, lightweight feel. That's definitely true. It doesn't feel like you've got anything on your skin when you use it. I actually haven't got it on today. I don't know why. I didn't think. I just did my makeup and then thought, oh, I really probably should have put that on. The consistency of it is what gets me the most, because it is a mousse. It's quite difficult to apply without applying too much, because you have to sort of like dig it out. I've tried like patting my brush in it, and nothing seems to work apart from like digging it out and then put it on my hand and then just like dot it around. But you do have to keep applying and applying. I think I've got to do about 3 coats of it to make sure it's all evenly covered, because the consistency is so bizarre that it's quite difficult to blend. It takes a while. I kind of like just like sort of smudges it all across your face at first, so you have to like really like swirl your brush and get it right in there and dab and stipple or whatever you want to call it to get it all blended. It does take a while, so it's not something I would recommend if you're in a rush sort of foundation, because it's not like you can just shove it on and do it. It's probably about medium coverage. It's not as good as some of my other foundations that I've got, but it does sort of, because it is buildable, I suppose you can make it into a higher coverage if you wished. I really like just natural. The shade selection is a little bit, whether it's because I'm currently losing my tan at the moment because the sun hasn't been out that much, so I'm sort of like in between shades, whether that's why I found it so difficult to find the right shade. But I tried, like, usually I just go for ivory in everything because it looks fine. But for some reason the ivory was just so pale and so not the right shade for me. It is possibly a little bit too dark, like it's quite got like an orange sort of base to it, but the lighter shade just was no good. So I decided to go for the darker shade and kind of lighten it up with powders then, whereas if it's too light, it's kind of hard to darken your foundation without making you look orange. There was like a wide range of shades, just none that seemed to really fit for me. But with all that, I do actually really like it. I have only used it a couple of times just to see how it's going, and so far I like how light it is, and really does feel like you've got nothing on your face. And it doesn't look like you've got makeup on either, which is really nice because it is so light. It doesn't cake or anything like that. It lasted forever. I don't think it says anything on it about how long it's supposed to last, but usually for me, if I put makeup on in the morning, by the time, I usually take my makeup off about 6 or 7 o'clock most days, because as soon as I'm in the house it's off, and usually when I wash my makeup off, all that's left is my eye makeup, and that's pretty much it. But with this, I was like washing my face and I was like, there's foundation coming off everywhere. I've never had a foundation that's lasted that long before, and I don't really have days where I've just got makeup on and I've got like really relaxed days. Usually I'm out and I'm running around and I'm doing things, so it's really stood up to the test. The times that I have wore it was when I made sure I was doing high active sort of activities to test how long it did last. The first time I wore it, I went ice skating, which we ice skated for probably about 3 hours, I think, and everything was still perfectly in place. I hadn't got oily anywhere or any of that stuff. It was just there, and that was ice skating all day. The next time I wore it, I went to a soft play area with my nephew, and I'm not one of them people, we don't just take him to a soft play area. I'm in there running around up and down the slides and stuff, so proper like hot and sweaty, and it was still in place. The sun has been out for the past couple of days and it's stayed in place, and I love it. Like, who knew foundation could last that long? Budget, cheap-ish foundation, it's like I said, it's not the cheapest, but cheap-ish foundation could last that long. I've got 16-hour wear collection foundation and it does not last that long at all. It was about, I think it was about £9, £8 maybe. It was a bit more pricey than what I'd usually pay, but it was on 2 for £10, so I got that and I got something else basically for free. It's definitely, apart from the time it takes to apply it evenly, if you've got like a high-paced sort of fast lifestyle where you need foundation to go on your face and that be it and not need any touch-ups for the rest of the day, then I highly recommend it. That is going to be it for this mini review. If you would like to see a video on how it applies and how I apply it, let me know down in the description bar. Make sure that you thumbs up and I will make a video on like a sort of like a get ready with me review thing on how it applies. I hope that you've liked this video. Make sure that you subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye!